Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Speletons. I'm Zinker, he's Derek. We're going on down the Uproar Forest to fight some Mankey. It's now open for exploration.
I live there.
You do? Uproar Forest is where you live?
Oh, you have never seen where I live.
You don't... Derek, I have.
Where I've been staying.
What?
You haven't.
I have!
Every night, like after we're done rescuing, you go into my house and I run off into here.
That's right. Here, you can have my house. Alright, bye. That was like the funniest shit ever. Why didn't you die? That's nice. A flamethrower you just took to the face. Should be dead.
We also 69'd his face, so.
That is my favorite thing
damage,
to do.
I mean. That's so nice.
Well, overheat, kill? No. It's okay. I'll blast him with another overheat. I missed. Way to go, Derek. Stole my kill. Just steal my kill, why don't
Always. So speaking of the forest,
Tiny apple.
My family had a little excitement yesterday. Okay. Well, as much excitement as you can have in a pandemic when you're essentially
Derek,
recluses that live in the forest. Where's the story
going? I need to know. What do you mean by excitement?
What?
You can't.
I just something that like.
You can't just begin a statement like that. And,
you know. Oh, it didn't sound bad at all.
Derek, it sounded immediately bad.
An event occurred. We were walking through the woods.
Okay.
My parent, I don't know how much you know about boomers that live in the woods, or boomers that live in like countryside generally.
Oops.
Or essentially.
That's the wrong one.
But what I've learned about them is that property lines are incredibly important to them, which is fair. I don't know if that happens anywhere or not too. I think it happens in the city too, but maybe not quite to the same extent because in the city there's usually less of a. I think there's less property to fight over, but my parents and the surrounding people and the surrounding people in the area who kind of live around here, or at least like have property here. Love to quarrel on where the property lines are, and like there's the markers all over the place, showing like whose property is whose, where the lines lie.
Yeah.
But the one asshole neighbor that guy that owns the chalet that lives down the road.
The what?
Is the asshole guy who owns the chalet that he rents out.
What the hell's a chalet? What?
We've been over this. It's a lodge.
Okay, so he owns a lodge. What?
Well, it's a chalet.
No, it's. Also, I got screwed if I didn't want to. God damn.
He's notorious for, supposedly. I honestly don't have any first-hand experience of this. I'm just going by what I've been told. By my parents who insist that I think I talked about the store whenever it was that we talked about the Dinkelberg complex.
Okay, yeah.
That
was CTR. I miss CTR.
But sure, why not?
Don't worry, guys. There's still episodes coming out for that. There's 3. They haven't aired yet. They exist.
But according to my parents, he's notorious for moving property lines. My dad's certain that he's moved ours before, which I wouldn't doubt. And he's also, I kind of seen this I've seen this firsthand, and like enough people have complained about it. He's also built things on other people's property too.
Okay.
He doesn't respect property lines very much. Like he built a path through the woods that went through someone else's property.
I see. Asshole. Got it.
Which is a big no-no.
Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't own it.
Yeah. So we were walking through the woods, and my dad decided to make a big deal about making sure he wanted to show my mom and I where one of the property lines was. Which this property line, by the way, is a bucket that's upside down with a rock on it.
The bucket.
That's a marker.
Right.
He wanted to show us specifically where it was. So, because like he goes through and surveys the property all the time, because
right.
he's just looking for things that are wrong. That's his ultimate goal in life, is to find things that are wrong.
Yeah.
So he can make a big deal about it. He lives for that.
Okay.
Like I kid you not, the best day in his life will be when he catches someone on his property.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
But anyways, so as we were walking a little bit back, a little away from the bucket, we noticed on a tree, or there's a tree, that was on our neighbor's property, or the asshole neighbor's property, that has a hunting stand, which is fair. It's on his property. However, on our property,
I'm sorry. Whenever they use seismic toss, I just find it so fucking funny in the game. It's just like, oh, all right. It's really funny.
So from the hunting stand though, or a little ways away from the hunting stand, on two separate trees, there were numbers that were spray painted onto some trees.
There's some what?
That were on our property. There were numbers spray painted on trees that were on our property.
Okay.
The numbers are presumably distances from the hunting stand for bow hunting.
Oh, okay.
But so whoever set up the hunting stand is painted on our trees.
Oof. That's no good.
Which it's not okay. Overall, it's not that big of a deal. It means that they're probably hunting a little on our property. Like if they saw a deer on our property, while they're up there, they'd probably shoot it and take it back with them, which is still trespassing.
Yes. It's very much trespassing.
But yes, but like. So like they should, like my parents absolutely have the right to be upset about it. My dad threw a huge hissy fit about it.
I mean, if it's the guy that doesn't respect property lines, I'd be pissed.
What?
It's one thing if it's a simple mistake.
We're definitely not happy about it. We don't know if he did it directly or if it was someone staying there. Or if it's someone that like one of his family members too, but either way, someone did it, and regardless, it's ultimately his fault because he either had people over who trespassed or he himself did.
Yeah.
Which is still very big. No, you don't do that. It's
bad. It's bad. Bad.
The other thing we found on our property was on a tree. We found a hunting cam.
Oh.
If you're unaware of what a hunting cam is, it's basically a camera that you strap to a tree, that periodically, or it's basically a motion activated camera that will take a picture when there's enough motion. It takes a lot of motion, so it'll basically if a deer walks by, it'll pick it up.
Right.
To be honest, I don't think it connects to like the internet or anything? Like there's any like sort of like way it connects to like GPS or something like that to like basically like alert you or anything? Or I think it's more just you're supposed to just kind of check it to see if deer come by there regularly. Because deer will do that. They'll come by the same place regularly.
Okay.
So I think that's the purpose of it. But it was on our property, so you know what we did? We took it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I would have done. Like, oh, cool, free camera.
Oh yeah. Well, not only did we do that though. My dad pulled it off the tree, and then he was like, he's like, "How do I turn this thing off?" He handed it, and like I took it from him. And I basically just cracked it open and pulled the batteries out.
All right.
Which it takes 8 AA batteries, by the way, which is kind of funny because I just cracked open, it just like spilled like eight AA batteries all over.
Okay.
But the funny thing too was that I thought about was in the camera there's an SD card.
Okay.
And like when the guy set it up, more likely than not, I figured he probably set it off.
Oh.
So we could.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can figure out who it is, and wow.
Yeah. And so we looked at it. I did keep in mind that if there was a slight risk to checking this SD card, because if there was a virus on the SD card, we would have put it on our computer. But it wasn't. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I highly doubt
that's how hackers are getting your stuff nowadays. They're setting up hunting cameras on your property lines in the middle of the woods with the small hope that you will take out the SD card to see who did it and get the virus on your computer. Flawless. Flawless.
I'm just saying, it was something that crossed my mind, though I knew there was I knew it was like irrational to think to like be worried about, but I also just knew it was like I also thought just like
the hunting camera SD card trap.
But anyways, I did actually just come up with a card for that game. It's very similar to a magic card, but I have to think of it through a little more still too. But anyways, so we went through and looked through all the photos that I took.
Right.
The first one was in, I think, October of 2019.
Wow.
So like they, I think they just set it up and then forgot about it.
Okay.
Like about 3 photos in, we saw a picture of someone.
All right.
Not on our property. I don't think they were on our property in that photo, but also they were kind of far away, so we couldn't see the face too clearly. And we could see it well enough where like my parents like couldn't recognize who it was.
Right.
But like it's probably someone that he had down, or probably one of his relatives.
Okay.
Then we scrolled through more just to see what else is there. Found a bunch of nice pictures of deer. A couple of really nice bucks through there. But big nice horns too.
Okay.
But which is the point.
Wow.
And near the end of it, we did see.
Wow.
Actually, it was like, I think it was 2 days ago.
All right.
There was a photo on there that was there was a photo from a couple of days ago. I don't remember if it was 2 or not, of the guy walking through there, the asshole neighbor. I don't know if he was on our property or not in the photo.
Okay.
He was holding something. We're not sure what it was. And then in the last 2 days, also there's a couple of photos of my dad walking through there.
Okay.
Because I just thought that was kind of funny, because he surveys there a lot. So
nice.
Hoping to find something off.
Yeah.
I'm sure. But And then like there were a couple of photos of when we actually like tore it down.
Wobbuffet.
None of us in it, surprisingly. We somehow avoided it, but so yeah, that was the excitement, was finding that on our property.
Oh, okay.
My parents were super excited to look through it, because like they were just like, this is the best thing ever. We might catch someone on our property.
I mean, you could literally just take that hunting camera and set it up and find out whenever they're on your property too.
That's what I said. Is like that's what I said. Is like, why don't you just take that and point it at the property line? Hey, why don't you just point it at the bucket?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd do that.
But
if you're gonna, you're gonna set hunting cameras on your property.
Yeah.
At least ask, like.
But
I don't know. If it was my property, you came over and asked, like, hey, can I set up a hunting camera in like one of your trees? Like, whatever. Fuck do I care? But.
You can't just do it though. You can't just go out and do it.
And
like, it's like clearly on your property. Like if you look at like, if you were to line the bucket up with just like our house, it was still like on our side, and like it's like blatantly on our property. The hunting stand is like honestly like on the edge. It might be a hunting stand. Honestly, it might be on our property too.
Oh right, yeah. It progressed time.
We'd have to trace it to like one of the other marks, but to confirm it. But
when I first,
it was funny. I told
just to break real quick. In Uproar Forest, you get chestnuts, which is what you have to feed the Mankeys to complete your rescue team base. I got really lucky and picked up all the chestnuts I needed in my first run through on my original game. Not as lucky now. Not even close. So I gotta go back in and get it for pretty much no reason. Is what it is, I guess.
Nice.
Continue on.
But yeah. The old e-board chat, I messaged them and told them like about this whole thing, and the only person who replied was Erin, and she just told me, just take some spicy Astolfo photos, then send it back.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said you were going to do. I thought that's where that was going, honestly. Just Derek, you'd set him in for a trap.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Zinker, something else I thought about is, if there was that one, it's honestly possible there's more out there too. And like I just went out there like the other day as 2B.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So like they're not, albeit where I went wasn't anywhere near the line. So like there definitely shouldn't be anything out that far. But
yeah, that is something to note. You should go around surveying and look for as many hunting cameras as you can find. If you find them first, they can't do nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, what are they gonna do? Like, claim we stole it? They put it on our property. Like, they trespassed to put it there.
Yeah. So.
Really can't do much.
But I'm saying, like, you could also get the cameras before anyone else sees what's on the SD cards, too. You can have an adventure.
Yeah, I briefly thought about with that camera too. As we were flipping through, I was like, I hope I didn't walk in front of it at any point.
Nice.
It's like, that'd be really awkward. So my parents flipping through it.
Yeah, it kind of would. Well, only if they thought it was you.
It's true. I could be like, no, it's clearly they had some other cosplayers stay there.
I mean,
pay no attention to the fact that that giant sword is the same one I have in the basement that I was literally just working on for some weird reason.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of awk if that happened. That'd be kind of cringe, bro.
Yeah. That's the moment where I'm like, well, it was nice living here.
Yeah.
I lied, it really wasn't.
Alright. No, give me that. Thank you. Yes. There seems to be no Pokemon here. I got Eradicate. Woo. Eradicate. More like...
Like a Radicate.
Eradicate. Am I right? Huh?
What an absolute bro.
Next time, well, almost next time on Speletons. Wait until I wake up. There we go. Next time on Speletons. Bye.